start like that. Hello, hi. Quiet. Hello. No, okay, no. Somebody thought I was doing dread extensions on you.
What?
Yeah. He's like, oh, can you do those dread extensions? I see you be. No, I don't be.
Whenever I propose, wherever I ever say.
Jesus Beer, hey. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in to us. Murph, what's up? I would say long time no see, but I just seen you. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of What's in Your Cup. Hey, Tonio. We are your hosts. My name is Ty.
Brittany.
And tonight we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into it because you can see the caption there. So, you know, everybody by now, at least by today, everybody knows the idea of what entanglement is. Even if you've never looked up that word before, you can kind of guess, like, what it means because of all the shit that has been surrounding the word entanglement. What's up, cuz? I can't wait. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, this is gonna be fun. I only think that because, you know, I think that everybody has an opinion surrounding the situation. Let me grab my drink. Shit crazy. Hey, cuz, it's called What's in Your Cup. Please grab your drink. Please grab your drink. I see you did your hair. Yes. So if y'all see my status, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. But if y'all see my status, I definitely went to work yesterday with this part done last night. Business in the front, party in the back. No, but for real, I love your hair. Thank you, Genesis. I appreciate it, baby. Thank you so much for tuning in. But okay, so like the whole idea, like let's just dive on into it. If y'all see, I got my Virgo necklace on today. Like I got them in all the colors because I rep my set proudly, and that I'm not letting go, Jada. I love you, Jada. Okay, but no, on some real, we initially decided to start this conversation when we chose the topic for this week. It was going to be about social media and relationships, and if you felt that it was important for your partner to post you and why or why not. But of course this came about, in our opinion, it kind of tied in together because I personally think that social media is the reason why that conversation had to be had with us, between Will and Jada.
That shit was going down.
It was going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it stems from what the conversation that we had last week about, what was he talking about?
Get to stepping.
Get to stepping. Yeah. That's what it was. So it kind of ties into the whole idea of if you're going to be in a relationship and you're going to cheat, then why stay in that relationship? And it also ties into another conversation that we had before about women and men and what can and cannot be accepted from either party in that relationship. I feel like the only reason why we have anything to say about what Will and Jada got going on is because it finally became news to us, thanks to social media. And everybody ready to say Will knew and they only worried about losing endorsements, fans, etc.
Oh, yeah, because they are business.
What? They are a bit. And so, cuz, thank you so much for bringing that up, because that's the exact thing on what I mean by. So, like last week, we were making points that, like, why won't you just go? Why do you got to stay and keep cheating on me? It's a certain tax bracket. Let me tell you something. It's a certain tax bracket that I'm not saying you allowed to do, but I got to think about shit a little different.
Yeah.
I have to. Because at this point, we are a business. So, hello. I can hear him saying it. Hello. But for real, we are a business. So now at this point, everybody looking like, oh, Will was looking so hurt. Will was hurt because Jada can't control her hoes.
HR had to step in.
And now we got to come to y'all, some peasants, in our eyes.
Ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and explain ourselves and what we got going on because you couldn't control your hoes. That though, I hate to say it because we
control your employees.
tell the bitch the uniform is black. When she walk in here and she got on gray on, it throw the party off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they trying to lose that cheddar. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Too much court, etc. Deal with it and come to an understanding. No matter the bracket, if that's what they want. And cause I will agree with that too, because I was getting to that point. We looking at that like they are not two people that go through this every single day. Y'all just said last week that it was okay to go and do X, Y, and Z because if I come back and you accept it and blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden this weekend is, but when it's the woman, wait a minute, why do y'all always have to try to find a reason to justify what you don't like? It don't matter if you like it or not. It just is what the fuck it is. These two people already had an understanding, which is why it led me to the point that I feel Will is only upset because we have to come explain something to y'all that we already understood. And anything that's understood don't need to be explained.
Yep. Especially to us.
But it do when you be put in that light, which is what leads to the idea of posting your mate on social media.
I don't know. I probably would have just been quiet because regardless if they would have went on a red table or not, whatever she says, people are still gonna make their assumptions or have their opinion. I probably would have just let this shit breathe the fuck over.
I don't know. I think the reason why I probably would have addressed it is because people hold on to shit forever and a day. And now I'm gonna give you the rest of this here to talk about, and you can go on about your fucking day like that. Because in a minute, something else is getting ready to happen. And
and then
y'all
it's
gonna
gonna
forget.
fall back. Yep.
Will and Jada been doing this. This has been happening. And anybody that's ever seen that, first off, it's one of my favorite songs. But that August I seen a Nunya video.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen that, then you knew. It was as subliminal as you could get.
And he had her photo at the end, didn't he?
It was a gift he used in the text messages or whatever that showed her. But my thing is, about that, we have to stop putting celebrities on the pedestal that we celebrate them so much that we forget that they are who we are too. Mm-hmm. We all gotta put, in my grandma voice, we all put our pants legs on one at a time. We all, like, it's not a, you know what I'm saying? It's not an extra thing to be a celebrity, to be famous is what the word I was looking for. But we treat it as such. And the reason why I said that we were tying the two in together is because, okay, so social media and relationships. Has social media not been as prevalent as it is now? Don't get me wrong, we still would have had things like TMZ. We still would have had, the Shade Room wouldn't even exist without social media. But we still would have had MTV, TMZ, BET, to where those things would have gotten out if that's what they wanted to get out. It would have came out, period, just from talking in Hollywood. And it would have, lingered on down to the people. Mm-hmm. But with social media, it become that quick. How many of y'all found out y'all was in entanglement because of social media? By y'all, I'm talking to us too. And the only reason why I say that is because like 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, the whole trend was about the girl that tried to kill herself, whether she did or did not try to kill herself in that car accident because she found out about her entanglement.
Yeah.
Via social media. So it's one of those things where, hey, mommy, thanks for tuning in. Ladarius, Jakina, J.O., thank y'all so much for tuning in. But it leads back to the idea of when you post your mate on social media, what's your intention behind it?
To let all these hoes know this is mine.
But okay, so I say that, but I don't say that.
That's not me, but the
entanglements, though.
That's what I be thinking.
But like, okay, so like this is the thing. I think it's a cocktail. I think it's a mixture of that. I think it's to let these hoes know, but it's also like for me, it's, I'm just happy and I want the world. But in the same token, it also be a little smidgen on the side, like coleslaw. Don't nobody really want to eat it, but it's there on the plate. So I'ma just say, but yeah, ho, you see, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So when you get to the point where you ready to, but do you understand the slap, the shit that come with that. Because the second that you do know, like, so I posted something on my story before, and I make statuses, but I never just be like, here go the picture. And it's only because once people actually know who it is or what it is that y'all got going on, that's when all the shit start coming in.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it was just like, I'm happy as hell. You can know that much, but I don't need it to be, because entanglement is what come in. Do anybody understand why Jada even used the word entanglement?
Because she a Virgo. And Virgo love words. They're very great at wordplay. So instead of just saying, yeah, I was fucking this nigga on the side. I was entangled.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Say it ain't so.
Okay.
Say it ain't so.
I'm not gonna say it ain't so because it is so.
The vocabulary is broad, so it's easier to use it. That word is more pleasant on the ears instead of just saying I was fucking this nigga. I think
yeah. So we like to be a little pleasant on the ears. I will say that. I like to post what's important to me, and my man should be one of those main things important to me. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. The black community acting more of a fool than the white people. No offense, but it's normal to a lot of them in the industry. Us black like them, no, the heaven ain't play dumb and act all saintish. And I agree with that too, because I don't even necessarily think it's about necessarily black or white, other than the idea that they don't care, and that's what we pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Other than that, to be honest, I think what men are outraged at in that situation, just to talk about your point, to touch your point, I think what men are upset about in that situation is because had the tables been turned, everybody would have fucking had Will in a chokehold. How dare you? Jada is a beautiful black queen, and you should have never done this. I'm talking about dramatic.
Did they do that? Because he was in the blogs and stuff like that for going on trips with another female. I feel like it came and went.
It did come and go. But it's also because at the time they were in their
separation,
or what people. I think it was more acceptable because Beyonce and Jay-Z, they have this thing where he's allowed passes. Okay. So we accept the woman as being more understanding to something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we expect the woman to be like, oh, well, a man gonna be a man. Mm-hmm. No. And so. Hold on just a second, Genesis, before I read what you said. I think that it had gotten to a point where the men are ready to drag people. I ain't gonna say just us, because they ready to drag anybody that was on Jada's side with that. Because it's now that it's a female doing it, everybody ready to just be like, oh, yeah, it's okay. Mm-hmm. It ain't no big deal, blah, blah, blah. But if Will would have did it. But to be honest, the reason why they adapted that mentality is because that's how it happened for them in the everyday shit that they dealing with. Okay. But this is not everyday shit that we dealing with, so you can't look at it the same way, unfortunately. Genesis, I agree. I like to post what's important to me, but BS always come when you do. Post at somebody. Yep. I'd rather keep my entanglement to myself. Mm-hmm. And I agree with that.
I think that's what they was trying to do too.
Yep. And that's what it was.
They were trying to say this too. I think Jada got a pass a little bit because she wasn't the one that brought it to the light. It was August that did it, so he's getting more of the backlash than she is, and I kind of feel like that's why a lot of it is not geared towards her.
Right, I agree with that too, because at the end of the day, they sitting back and they laughing. I don't care how you think that you feel about what Will and Jada got going on. Will and Jada don't give a fuck about what we think that they got going on. They literally are sitting back laughing because they finally, don't get me wrong, they were a household name, but they brought their shit out here and gave y'all all something to talk about. And everything right now is about entanglement. Mm-hmm. If you don't think they finna take that and capitalize off of it some type of way, because that's what businesses do. Yep. You dead wrong. Between Genesis and Stephanie, the two of y'all, what y'all were saying, Stephanie, I do agree 110%. I feel like when you're proud of something or something is important to you, you just want everyone to know about it. And it's not because it's a way of showing off or a way to be flashy or anything of that sort. It's just this is what makes me happy. So like, why can't I show it? But it's the reason why I agree with what Genesis is saying is because people don't want to see you happy. So even though that's what was important to you and that's what makes you happy, people don't give a fuck about what makes you happy. And because you over there happy, and I don't know what happy feel like, and the last time I had happy had me, I'm finna make sure that you know, in 2002, he was doing...
They're gonna bring up all types of unnecessary stuff.
He done fucked around and said hey to a female, and now he was trying to get at her.
And that's why I'm a very private person. Y'all know that she usually put all her stuff on the forefront, and I'll be back here like, yes, best friend.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna stop
But
there.
it's just because of that. It's because of that. I know what social media does. I've seen relationships come and go because of social media, and I feel like I'm just... it's easier for me to be happy behind the scenes instead of letting people know, because it's really nobody else's business. Regardless if you let them know or not, you're still happy.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But that's why, at the same token, that you got to be careful with being August in this situation too.
Yeah, not like that, because
it was something you brought up.
You know what? Because he probably did want to be on. They took a couple of pictures, but he probably wanted to be on social media with his girl.
But but he was on social media with his girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but nobody knew.
Nobody knew the
it was his girl.
Yeah, of the situation.
When he was falling in love.
Yeah.
And so it got to the point where I seen it was based off of what you said earlier. I seen a meme and I had shared it. Well, it was really a status and I had shared it, and it said something about the effect to the effect of, if she won't post you. That's what made me think about the topic of what we talking about. If she don't post you, go on and do what August did. So I shared it and was like, all right, you gonna do what August did, and your ass gonna feel how August felt. Cause let me tell you who is the saltiest cracker of the bunch. August salty as shit. I'm sorry, I don't care if you agree or disagree. If you do disagree, please tell me why.
Yeah.
August is the most saltiest out of this entire situation. Because at the end of the day, he came and told something, and we talked about this too on a previous remember we had somebody come to us with a situation and I went to go tell because she didn't deserve that. That's what August was on. I'm gonna tell Will. Will is a good man, he's a good guy, and I was in love with her, but really it came from an angry ass place, sir.
So it didn't do its job. It would no.
But you have to know the force that you're dealing with. And them people right there, them people were well aware of everything they had going on. They had agreed to everything that they had going on. So when you came and told something, you was really supposed to shake some shit. And then Jada was supposed to be sad. She was supposed to be fucked up. She was supposed to come back to you. Y'all were supposed to get together by default. Hey, cuz, thank you so much for tuning in. But y'all were supposed to get together by default. And it didn't happen that way. Instead, everybody starts saying, oh, August talking because he got a new CD coming out. Which, promotional moment, that motherfucker bomb. I've listened to the CD. I've downloaded it through Apple Music.
To it.
It's bomb.
Okay, I'll do it after this.
It's nice. It's real nice.
Okay.
But all promotion ain't good promotion. I don't know if that's what I would have did. I just maybe would have, like, you know.
To them it is.
Yep.
Anything that has your name in it.
There's a desperation behind it.
Yeah.
So you have to understand the grand scheme of things. So that's why when I tell you that.
Or he could have did it for that. You think his emotions was involved. It
His was his emotions all day long. He was upset. If I had something like Jada on my side, I don't knock nobody to do, but I don't step to the other side. But Jada's bad. As a woman, I can look at her as a woman and say, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because she is bad. So that's something I get that you would want to say that you belong to or that belongs to you.
Or I had her at some point.
But if it didn't belong to you, you have to think, you have to assess the situation from all aspects.
You rented. That was a rent. What?
Now, yeah. That's
I was just like, okay, I said right, it's a rent.
I like them words. I like them words. That's why I did that. There it is. At the same time, he didn't bring it up. He was asked.
He probably told her to ask.
But my thing is, okay, so even if
hey JB girl,
even if, and thank you so much for tuning in. Even if that was the case,
he could have skipped it.
He could have just been like, man, y'all, wow. that's what. No, I'm not saying you. Please, no, I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what any other motherfucker would have did in a situation. When think about it, if you've ever had to confront your partner in your relationship and say, So my baby daddy sister cousin Tracy said she was at the show last night with some charade.
Wow.
What did he get on the phone say? Man, your baby daddy sister cousin Tracy's a motherfucking lie. And he knew he was at the show. But the thing is, he's gonna confront back. He took that information and said, hell no, this ain't it. This is not the time for me to start running my mouth and telling everything. But August said, oh, well, since
I
you
got
asked.
time today, cuz.
Since you asked, I'm going to just tell y'all I had Jada upside down and around and around. Oh, now we like rentals. No, sir.
That was him.
No, because last...
No, I get what he's saying.
Last week...
That was August. We ain't I ain't August.
Hold on, wait. He could have chose not to speak on that question. And I will say that. He could have chose not to speak on that question. August is a snitch. I agree with that 110%. Yeah, I gotta agree. He could have changed the subject. He could have changed the whole narrative. And I'm not saying, J.O., to go back with what you said, because I like that you said that, because it ties into the fact of what we were saying last week versus what we're saying this week. And not one time did we not say we don't like rentals, because everybody done rented a fucking car. And if you haven't, you will. You can have something brand new. You don't want to put the miles on your shit. You don't want to risk anything happening to it. You'll rather take your insurance, cover this car, and take that car. There's nothing wrong with the idea of rentals. But you got to have the money. You got to still be able to pay for this car. No, and I'm not talking about you got to be able to pay me. I'm saying if you can cover this car note and this insurance and turn around and get a rental, and we have the agreement that we are in. The agreement is really the thing that binds this whole thing all together. Do we have the agreement that you can go and get rentals?
Yeah. Yep.
Because if that's the case, then cool. Best friend, you my best friend. You my best friend. But why are women held to a higher... Ooh, Amber, thank you. But why are women held to a higher expectation than men? It's crazy how her response is a big thing and she is being bashed. But if the tables were turned and she would be expected to forgive and will be considered that nigga. Facts. Amber, that's something that we touched on earlier in this segment, because had it been, I think personally that the only reason why Jada is being attacked is because men are saying, if that would have been me, you would have did X, Y, and Z.
You don't see a lot of women getting caught up in stuff like this.
Women ain't mad at it.
Being blown up like that.
Women ain't mad at it. As a matter of fact, we took that as a one-up. We took that as a point, because now y'all finally understand what it's like. As a man, the one thing y'all think of when y'all think of us cheating is that somebody else had what you had. But the thing that we think of as women when we find out y'all cheating, how did you go get what you had? Did you love her? Did you want something from her? Were you trying to replace me? Were you trying to hurt me? Hold on. After Amber, if he respected her or his homeboy or that family, as he say, he would have passed on that question. J.O., thank you so much for saying that, because I agree with that 110%. I ain't even going to say that it's not that he respected her, but his feelings in his mind were more important than what she had going on.
Yep.
So he didn't give a fuck about saying what he had to say.
And in his point, he might have felt his respect was bigger than what he had for her.
Yeah, because the thing is, at the end of the day, I don't care how you slice that pie, he was in love with her. He was hurt by what happened. Also, at the same time, it worked for publicity. So it just all worked together in his favor. Hold on, wait a minute. We're
going to get to you, JV.
Yes, I am so sorry. Hold on, wait. Let me say this. Jada didn't seem upset, but Will looked hurt.
Yeah, I just said that to her.
Yes, you did. And I think, to be honest with you, the only reason why I think Will looked hurt is because he had to invite people in his business that he don't feel like is important enough to be in his business. They already had an idea of the game and how it go.
And some men don't like talking about their emotions and
That's
stuff like that.
And you made me come talk about it in front of the world. That's exactly what I was going to say. You made me come tell all these people.
I tell all these niggas.
I have a hard enough time telling you.
All these niggas.
That's it. I have a hard enough time telling you. I would have played my part, but he and his feelings, because I think they were working it out, and he didn't want to lose her. I agree with that. Nah, if Will did that shit, they call him a predator. That's why I say that men.
They was calling her one too, though.
They were.
They were calling her a.
Only because. Wait a minute.
They were calling her because he was down. He was very sick and stuff like that. And some people do
take advantage on
take advantage, but not only that. But she was in a hurt place too, so they probably gravitated towards each other. Your energy was the same, so they gravitated towards each other. Not necessarily saying she was a predator, but in that moment in time, they probably understood each other more than she was, her and Will.
Yeah, and I will say, as a Virgo, we gravitate. I mean, I can speak from that place, and on a lot of Virgos, when I say, we kind of gravitate to the things we have to fix. And to be honest with you, that's the stuff that is like a turn on.
Yeah. If
you have a problem, I can fix that.
Let me
show you how.
Let me
call 1-800 Entanglements.
Fix a hoe.
Hold on. I've been following him for years, and that's just not the type of person he is. He's a very open person. I'll agree with that, but he also knew how open to be, because him and they just said this was 4 years ago. So he knew how open to be and when. If it was about him being just such an open person, he would have did that
4 years
back when it was, you know what I'm saying? But once he realized that Jada is slipping back out of my hands, and she seemed to go back to the same man that she just came and told me that she didn't want nothing else to do with, and she felt so safe and secure in my arms, and she wanted to be with me, and then she turned around, she go back and do it. That create another.
But he needed to realize she didn't leave him.
It is their business and their marriage, but it is weird. And the only reason why is because we don't seem to grasp that concept. But a lot of the reason why we don't grasp that is because we're not in the same. I'm not saying that it's about money, but I have to say it's because we're not in the same tax bracket. So we don't have the same thought process behind the shit that we have to do.
Yep.
Because yes, she could leave. Yes, he could leave.
But
I will 110.
Ooh.
But the leaving, you talking about deeper than some cars and insurance. You talking about deeper than who gonna
get this and who
stay there and who gonna do that. They got real shit.
Businesses.
So it's a little hard to just be like. She really didn't care, and he broke it off. So yes, Virgo, I'm hollering. But it's the truth. We do like a little something that we can fix. Like, and I'm not, we don't want to, like, we ain't trying to fix a serial killer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing like that. But if it looks like something that I could do something about, and it puts me in a position, we like to serve. That's exactly what I was going to say. And it gives me a satisfaction. Satisfaction. If it gives me a self-satisfaction, then I'm all for it. Jada didn't do nothing wrong, because I think Will was doing him and she got fed up. I'm going to say that he was doing him and she got fed up, because I think both of them were in the point where they knew that they were doing each other.
Yeah.
They just came back and did each other still, because that's just how it went. But the reason why I don't personally think that she was in the wrong is because it was already agreed upon and okay. She came at him like a therapist, motherly figure, then bounced on them balls. Facts. Now that part right there was locked on my knot. You stupid, J.O. August is a Virgo, and he was hurt.
I wasn't prepared.
And as Virgos, we kind of spiteful. You gonna feel us one way or another. Whether it's today or years later. Her hoes holler. My grandma always said, baby, a hit dog is gonna holler. You gonna know if that dog got hit.
Oh my God.
And that's true. Your hair tied. Thank you so much, Nene. I appreciate it. You ladies look so nice. Thank you, cuz. Appreciate it. But, okay, so Amber, thanks for saying that, because August is a Virgo too. So that goes to show you the two sides to a Virgo.
Amber a Virgo?
Yes. And that's why I'm going to take
a whole bunch of y'all on here. Ain't y'all?
Virgo Nation, gang.
I love Virgos. I love y'all.
We love Scorpios, to be honest. We really do. But on some real, okay, so Amber, going back to what you said, I'll agree with that. Because there's two sides to being a Virgo. That's why you were able to look at August and be like, well, you gonna feel me, bitch. But it's because that's really how it goes. For a Virgo, when we in that caring side, we are all the way there, nurturing, rock the little baby in the cradle. But as soon as the baby get to crying too much, hey! Somebody gonna know what I'm feeling like right now tonight. Because we get in this mode. I know I've been in modes. I done did things. It don't matter. But when we're mad, we real mad. And when we're caring, we're very caring. And when we're sad, we're real sad. And when we're hurt, we're real hurt. So I will say that August didn't just say, fuck it, today the day I'm going to ruin her marriage.
It was years.
But somebody gave me the opportunity. When somebody asked me that question, I ain't finna lie.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll tell you about a Virgo. That's why it looks like we're so nonchalant. That's why it looks like we don't care about anything. It's not that we don't. But before we lie about something, we just gonna go ahead and tell the truth. We're gonna use words like entanglement so that the truth is a little bit softer for your blow. But
she called it entanglement. I know that nigga at home, man.
Entanglement. I loved you, bitch. That's exactly where he was at. Entanglement. I had you tangled around these balls. That was yes, because those are the two spectrums of a Virgo. That's why I think, of course, it's my sign, but I think that being a Virgo is one of the most.
Everybody gonna say it's a difficult sign.
It is a difficult sign, but it's a beautiful thing when you dwell in it because you have your truth and you have your life. Mm-hmm. So you don't, you know what I'm saying? You never defend or honor one over the other. Whatever it is that come, it's just what the fuck that come. And you ready to face adversity with no issue because you don't have any problem with living your best life and telling the truth while you're doing it. That's a beautiful thing to be able to do. But you got to be careful because sometimes it lands you in positions where you looking a little Augusty. you have to be careful with that.
Is his real name August, or he just born in August, or because August is Virgo.
August is hot. That man hot, ain't he?
August was hot. August was hot.
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's why we look at, and to be able to sit up here and say what we feel like Will or Jada should have done, but we don't know what we'll do in our own situations, because we'll sit up here and tell you, oh, a man ain't gonna never cheat on me and I may accept that. But then a man cheating, it's like, well, but it wasn't. So we can't, the fact that we have so many opinions about what they should have done and we don't know what the fuck to do for ourselves. Jada has yet to get over Pac. Woo, we gonna leave that one sentence. Jada has yet to get over Pac, and after years of trying everything, having children and success, not to mention opening up the marriage so she could find happiness that she was missing, Will ass was exhausted and done. Then she went on to entangle with Hogus. Hoe, Gus. He's stupid. He's stupid.
My Scorpio detective.
Prenup, all that. Cause listen. What you say? JV? That's your
No, J.O. fucking.
No, her.
What?
On this one. It's JV?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Baby, listen.
Maria.
Because that's what you gotta know. That's what a Virgo gonna do. And Jada's version of a prenup was, we just gonna leave this shit open. That way, don't nobody gotta leave. We already know what the fuck going on. Ain't nobody gotta leave.
They figured out their
I'm doing
happiness.
mine, you doing yours.
Yep.
And we doing it, how we do it. Ain't no sense in leaving. I am not signing no papers. You're not signing no papers.
It is.
But you best believe at the end of the day, even with no prenup, if you want to do that, go ahead, because you got to fight. You got a real fight on your hands. I'm going to fight you, Britt. But, J.O., I don't think that, I don't think that was necessary.
Leather, baby.
Leather. Real leather. Ain't no pleather up over here. But, J.O., I don't think that it was necessarily that she wasn't over Pac, and that's why she continued this whole line of hurt.
Could be. But we don't know. We don't know. We think that was her first love.
We all, but I mean, you know, even with the stuff that she went on to have, like you just said, I don't feel like she used her openness of her marriage to just be like, well, I'ma just take you just because you're willing to do the shit and I'ma make it work, but I really just want to keep on keeping on till I find Pac again. Like, no, I don't think that's how it went. And we are very analytic. Yep. So he knew when the right opportunity came, he was going to try.
Most definitely.
That man had his school clothes laid out, Amber, on me.
I'm about to kill him in the morning.
In the morning? Y'all wasn't ready for this Adidas fit with the 3 stripes. It's about to go down.
So that was Kanye, wasn't it? Something about 3 stripes.
3 stripes. No, yep. now with the three stripes. Yeah, that's Kanye. I'ma turn around and make her my bitch. Yeah. You stupid. But, hold on. Right opportunity and how you came was going to address it. Like she said, had to ponder on how she was going to address it. That's it. And that's how she came up with entanglement. Because entanglement sound like, whoops, I done stepped in something and whoa.
She
hey,
just,
everybody, I'm caught up.
Yep.
In some Usher shit. She was literally
she used
caught
the
up.
right word. She used a very good descriptive word.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
But that same descriptive word was hurtful to August.
Yeah.
Because if
Well,
you was
said
caught up,
was
just say that.
No, Virgos is very analytical. You know what you're getting ready to say before you motherfucking say the shit.
So if you
Bitch,
was
wanna use
caught up
entanglement.
entanglement.
Hey.
But it was. I'll agree with that. Look at the interview that Hogus. He keeps calling this man Hogus. Look at the interview that Hogus did with Yee. He idolized Pac. Them motherfuckers trauma bonded over that. Then boom, she got to help heal a motherfucker that she missed out with doing her. Whew. Okay. Okay. So, J.O., I can give you that. I can give you that. But I also think it was one of those things where, like, the same way people are that's why I've said it several times that you have to be careful with who you give the key to your pain. Because when you start giving people the key to your pain, you can't be mad that they come unlock the door at 1 o'clock in the morning. At a time where you didn't expect, you would already sleep, everything shut down. You didn't expect that to come in like that. And that's why you have to be careful with giving people the key to your pain, because they're going to walk through that door anytime they feel like it. Mm-hmm. And because of that, true enough, they might have bonded over that situation. But I think that it's still, because earlier in this same segment, you said that he could have changed the subject. And I still think that whether it's a Virgo, Aries, it don't matter what your sign is. As a person, if you were concerned about that person, and you also said that to yourself, that he didn't respect, if he had respect for her, then he wouldn't have done that. And it wasn't even necessarily about the level of respect. I do think that it deteriorated. I will say that I do think that it deteriorated because he wanted a certain something from her and it didn't happen that way, so he lost respect. But he still could have changed that narrative.
Yeah.
And it's still, but
that nigga said, fuck it.
I'm finna let it all out. A shoulder to cry on became a pussy to die on. Whoa. And
I kind of like that.
I mean, because listen, I just consider it stolen.
Yeah.
I like that. But, and that's the truth. I really do think that that's what it turned into. Like, it turned into, like I said, as Virgos, we like to help. We like to know that if you're dealing with something, that we can be that person that comes in and saves the day, or at least that shoulder to cry on. And so when, in the exchange of seeing the stuff that he needed, she offered some of her pain too, to show him that, hey, I understand pain, so I'm really here to really help you. And anything like that was already based emotional. It was already based emotional, so it was going to lead to the sexual.
And I feel like also the reason why Jada probably got over it quicker than August did is because I think she has a stronger support system, probably.
She already knew what...
He was relying on them to help him, but she has other support system for herself. So when she was able to just get up and say, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to be in this entanglement, and keep it moving, he was stuck.
Yeah.
Because he was reliant on that source to help him.
And I also think, too, like you said about the support system, I don't think it was necessarily the support system. She just knew that what she already had agreed to with what she had going.
Yeah.
That part she kept from him. Up until a certain circumstance, I think that they did get to the point where he understood that, but it was already probably too far gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I heard you. Just like, okay, we just talked about, let's talk about back to the rental cars. A lot of the times those cars you go and rent are very well aware that they only here for the weekend. Mm-hmm. They're very well aware that you're only using me to get to Atlanta and drive back home. You're going to drop me back off where you got me from, and you're going to get in your car, and that's what you're going to drive on a daily basis. That's what you're going to fill up. That's what you're going to vacuum out. That's what you're going to care for.
Yeah.
But sometimes they fall in love with the way you drive. They like how you handled them. They like how you made sure that everything was taken care of at that moment, because you know in your mind that it's a rental. I have to bring it back in a certain condition in order for me to get my shit back from it. But sometimes people that are damaged or that are hurt or that are needing to heal don't quite understand how to let go of that. So it becomes, let me say something right now, because if I say this, then I honestly think that Jada was supposed to be hurt enough to at least, sometimes the silent treatment don't work. Sometimes the silent treatment, actually it doesn't work, and it works very effectively in the same token, because the silent treatment is meant for you to stop bothering me, but some people can't handle not being bothered.
Yeah.
So even if I have to cuss you out, or you have to cuss me out, at least you saying something to me. My bad, because I seen that.
I ain't it.
Don't even worry about it. That's where we gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
Anyway, I think, you know, it was one of those things where, even though I know
he wasn't ready to go get that car back.
he wasn't ready to get a car back, he just what? Post nut clarity. It's called post nut clarity. J.O. shut. Post nut clarity.
Oh my God.
Yep. And we just, oh my God. What happened to the sign? It's just, but anyway. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I had to offer on the situation. That's what I feel about it. I just think that it was one of those things where it kind of got out of hand. Unfortunately, the only person that was gonna suffer from it was August, because Will and Jada already had how it was gonna work, and that's why at the end of the day, even though we made this episode about this situation,
she had a security blanket.
and August came in half butt naked, ain't got no clothes. I write a sad song. Way I can do it, I can never go wrong. And down and think back. You remember that on the living color? But no, on some real. Even J.O. had to laugh like, what? Yeah, it gets real random this way.
Yeah, it was nice.
I had to say
Oh
it gets real random this way. I don't know. I just think that is what it took it to that point, because at the end of the day, and that's why you have to be careful. Hey, Bobby. Look out the window and see what's going on. That's exactly it, just like this. Oh, Lord, the children. Oh, did you see the children? Get the guitar out. Boom. I got a song for y'all ass about the children. But I think Hogue is still up. Hey, what's a hand? Please, wait, what's the H-A-N? Some ass nigga. Please.
Hate ass nigga.
Yeah, hate ass nigga. At the end of the day, I will agree that August, because you keep calling this man Hogus, like I keep thinking of hoagies. Like I'm real hungry right now.
That do sound good as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang some Wingstop. It's already at the house.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's
bang
just,
bang.
I don't know.
Pops
I might be going there next.
style. Pop style. I'm gonna do that. But I will say at the end of the day, the only thing that I personally conclude, this does not reflect off of the both of us, unless she tell you it do. I'm telling you, hoe ass nigga.
I do it. Hoe ass nigga. I said
hating ass nigga. Hating ass nigga. But I personally feel that at the end of the day, August is the only one that suffered out of this situation. And it's very unfortunate, because even if the instance that he was coming from was because he was hurt or whatever. What you say, J.O.? A hurt dog gonna holler? A hurt hoe gonna holler. And that's what it is. A hurt hoe gonna holler. And you had to, and that's what at the Louisiana rub. Thank you, Poppy.
That shit is fire as fuck.
What I'm talking about, well done with some Cajun corn with all three of the spices on it.
You eat ranch?
Nope. Bitch. Nope. I don't like ranch.
Oh, ranch is fire. You don't eat blue cheese either?
Both of them. Hating ass nigga, hoe ass nigga.
Whichever one you feel at that moment.
Both of them. But I think at the end of the day, to conclude all of this, you have to be careful what side of the fence you gonna be on. when you enter in some of these entanglements, first off, you might want to know if it's an entanglement or not. And entanglements are easy to spot. If you only come over at this time and do these things, we probably entangled.
Yeah, probably.
Hold on, wait. No, Jaden and Willow. That's why Will made Jada squash it so the kids don't have to address it. Ooh! That's a whole other aspect to bring in. J.O., thank you so much for saying that because I didn't even think twice about that. How she met August was
through Jade.
Was through Jaden. And that's your son. And they not all around the same age, but they're all like at an age where Willow, Jaden, and August should have all been viewed as your kids. Because Jaden and Willow were at a certain age.
Yeah.
So August, and if that's how you met him.
So 4 years ago, how old was August?
I think she said he was 22 or 23. Now, listen, I done had some entanglements, so I ain't even gonna talk about the age part of some shit. Entanglements are real, is all I'm saying. And it's not no disrespect to what I got going on right now at all. I just am a truth teller. So I tell the truth. It's not nothing I'm saying right now that Poppy don't know about. And yes, I call him Poppy. But it's so anything that I'm saying right now is in no disrespect to anything that I got going on. But I can understand from that aspect too that you do have to hurry up and address that real quick. Even if me and you are in a hurting place, we got to address that real quick because my kids is who I don't play about. So when y'all come starting to attack and y'all start bringing the jokes to Jaden about shit, let me meet your mama. And Jaden ready to hit y'all in y'all shit. I need to have addressed that so that they can begin their healing. So that whatever does come their way, it's a force field around them. It's a way that they know how to block that shit. Or take whatever it is that you say and throw it out, you know what I'm saying, whatever way. Tell me how you essentially hurt two men and blame it on healing. That's what don't make sense. I could care less about anything else. Will don't play about his kids. Okay, you know what? C-Bond, thank you so much for tuning in, first off. Second off, I respect your comment. Because the question that you were asking is a question of...
Essentially hurt two men.
It's making me think a lot. No, but on some real. Because essentially what she did do was hurt two men. But the only reason why Will is hurt is because
I don't think it's
Jada couldn't control her hoes.
Yeah.
Will is not hurt. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Will is not... I ain't mean like that. I just meant... I'm sorry because I was interrupting you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, yeah, go ahead.
I think that Will is hurt. Personally, I think that Will is hurt because all this time we've been saying how this is going to go. Mm-hmm. We've been saying how we going to play this field. And none of my hoes ever came to you and said, even if they came to you, they never went to the world and said everything that we had going on. And now I got to sit down at this table and I have to discuss with people that I don't even feel like my conversation is worth. And tell them about business that they should have never known about because this motherfucker should have never came out and did X, Y, and Z. I think the only person that is truly hurt in all of this is August. And I think secretly what Jada's not going to let you guys know or us know is that she hurt too because she didn't mean to hurt August. She really, truly didn't. She never meant to hurt him. She hurt two men and said it was a healing process. No, she went after a man and said that was a healing process. She said that she was hurting at the time. Yeah. So it wasn't at the time, she wasn't looking to hurt anybody. She was looking to heal herself. And sometimes when we are healing ourselves, we take it and do hurt people. Yeah. So when she didn't realize that she was hurt, while she didn't realize that she was hurt, she went and took that hurt and took it to another person. And the only person that is truly hurt out of all of this is August. I don't think that Will is hurt by a long shot.
And neither is Jada.
I don't think that Jada is hurt.
4
years ago is when it started.
But
it don't know. Yeah.
Regurgitating.
But
now.
That's when it started. We don't know if it kept on going.
Okay.
Will and Jada are actors. You think what they saying wasn't a show? Now, the only reason, Poppy, I agree with that. And the reason why is because I feel like they knew how to handle it in the face of people, because all they deal with is the face of people. But that's why I say that I don't think that Will was truly hurt. The only hurt he experienced was not the same hurt that us on the peon level, because we not, you know what I'm saying, where they at. Us on the peon level, we're at the point where we would accept that as hurt. But if they already had an understanding, and I won't even say peon level, because if you have an understanding with your mate that this is something that's okay to do, it's not going to hurt you when it happens if you have a true understanding. If you really sit in my face and tell me you understand this, and I sit in your face and tell you I understand that, that's what I mean by a true understanding. So I really don't think that Will was the one hurt by it. I think he was hurt by the fact that I got to sit down with people that I don't want to talk to.
He just looked uncomfortable.
He looked uncomfortable as fuck, because I know what men are thinking. Oh, how you gonna fuck her after somebody else dick bit up in her? That's exactly what this. So it's an ego thing at the end of the day. That's exactly what he was hurt.
I don't know why, but I've seen that in like the Boondocks. You look like Riley or
she got entangled. It happens. Sometimes when ladies hurt, they like to feel good in a happy place. But the problem with that, so I get what you was trying to say, J.O.
Yeah.
But every woman has a different happy place. So everybody's happy place is not to the next nigga. Exactly. Every woman's happy place is not who gonna touch me on the inside parts and say my name. Fuck all that. Every woman's happy place is not there. Some women's happy place is in the basement, in the corner, with a fucking book. Some women's happy place is at the bar getting a drink. Some women's happy place. Every woman's happy place though is not residing in another man.
Yep.
So I can't say, oh yeah, Will was annoyed. But like I said, at the end of the day, I also think that Will was annoyed behind the idea that he got to
tell y'all niggas shit.
I don't want to tell y'all shit.
I don't want to tell y'all shit.
Who is y'all, first off?
I don't know you.
Will ain't hurt, he embarrassed because the world knows they business.
Yeah.
Exactly, JB. I agree with that 110%. That is why Will was hurt. So that movie where she was hunching on that long dick nigga was actually reality. Well, Jada was in the vagina. Jada's was in the... Okay, Jada's was cool. That's her business. Her happy place was in the vagina. But that's not... So
that we think of, because we really don't.
But I'm just saying, every
really
woman... She said she wasn't happy in a long time. Chicken nugget. No. Now y'all...
I'm trying to say...
Now y'all got the pot. Yeah. So she was saying like, oh, well, I wasn't happy in a long time, meaning you wasn't satisfying me. And that's not it either.
We don't know.
Because we'd be satisfied with a man. What y'all know, this 101, let's just be real. No disrespect. What y'all need to know is some of y'all come and y'all don't come the hardest that we need. Y'all don't come to the best of the ability that we looking for. And as women, if we really and truly love you, we'll work with that shit. So that not happy in a long time didn't have shit to do with no chicken nugget, nothing. It had everything to do with anytime I turn on a movie.
Chicken nugget for a long time ain't shit to be unhappy.
That's it. Anytime I turn on a movie though and it's a sex scene, guess what you done did? You done penetrated. And then they sat there and said, well, there's been times where Jada said, well, I want to watch that scene. And that's what got them off. You know what I'm saying? Sexually in that relationship. Because they're actors at the end of the day, just like Poppy brought up. They acting crazy. I think your viewer's drunk. Oh shit. For real, it wasn't because after it ain't clicked right with Hogus either. Wait a minute, wait. For real, it wasn't because after that it ain't clicked right with August either. Yeah,
no missing pop.
Right, but and now Jo, that's the only reason why we can agree with the idea of the whole missing pop situation might have had something to do with it, only because people get hurt and people don't know how to heal from hurt. But even then, I think that she healed enough from what the situation was with Pac to go on and marry her situation and end up in an entanglement. She ended up in that, and the only reason why she's telling y'all, let's just say, the only reason why she's telling y'all is that she ended up in an entanglement is because he went and said something. Other than that, y'all would have known about these entanglements that this woman had had.
Mm-hmm. And please believe this ain't the first one.
No, it's not, and Will knows that it's not.
This is just the one that ended up in the fucking public.
That's it. And that's the part that Will is hurt about.
Social media.
Social media. When you let it in your situation, you have to be aware of what's going to come behind it. You have to. Like a hurt hoe. That's why I don't play with married folks. I be ready to fight every day. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Because the thing is, what you need to understand, and I'm so glad, JV, that you brought that up, because what you have to understand about married people is that there is a certain understanding. That's it. Y'all see why she my best friend? But really.
That you will never, you will
There's
never know.
There's
You
a
will
certain
never know.
agreement that they have. There's a certain arrangement that they have between each other.
Until you get married.
Until the day, and I won't even say married, until you experience a connection with somebody where you can literally look at them, know what they saying to you, you can talk back to them without opening your mouth. Until you get to that point, you'll never understand the level of what they have going on at all. Ty, I still think they agreed to see other people because Will was doing him, and plus they have an open relationship. That true.
Whichever
I'm cool.
one it is.
I think it was both of them, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. He was doing him, she was doing her, and said, okay, we not leaving each other. It just don't make no sense for us to leave each other. So we just gonna be okay with the shit that you do. Just let me know about it. I'm telling you right now that Will Ben knew about August.
Yeah.
Will Ben knew about
August
August.
said August said he talked
Will
about
gave
it.
me he said that he gave him his blessing.
Okay.
And I don't know if Will sat and gave it out of his mouth, but any time that Will allowed Jada to go do her, he gave August his blessing.
A blessing, yeah. That would be with any nigga, right?
Any of them.
Yep.
I'm cool if they legally separated. They parted, then cool. I'm parting shorty cheeks. And that's that. Rich people freaky as hell. I'll agree with that. But it's because they can afford to, because they look at their relationship as deeper than a relationship. A lot of the times when they get to that
each other
point,
life partners.
That's
They
it.
don't even call it a relationship or a marriage or anything. They call each other life
but life
partners.
is about several aspects.
Yeah, you go through, like, changes happen through life. That means you have to be willing to go maneuver those changes.
Right. But life is spiritual, mental, emotional,
Everything.
physical. So when you call somebody your life partner, that means you're willing to do life with them. And I'm not talking about life the sentence. I mean life as a part of
Learning,
life.
failing,
Like
all
real
that stuff,
life.
everything that you go through in life.
They can afford that freedom. I hate to say that, but that is the God's honest truth. They can afford that freedom.
I don't agree.
If I had money, I'd be freaky as fuck too.
I don't agree. Is
It's
he
not-
talking about monetary
Who?
when he's saying they can afford that freedom?
Yeah, tax bracket.
I don't think so. I feel like if you have a life partner, even if it was as simplistic as, you know, what I'm doing right now, if you guys have you have to have that mental agreement, that loving agreement. It has nothing to do with money. If you have a life partner, that's just what it is. It doesn't mean that you have to have money to have the openness that they have. I don't think it has anything to do with money. It's just that they have other things, other tax brackets that we don't see. But if you really think about it, it's just a...
Yeah, because if you're sitting on $1 million, but you ain't invested nothing into that $1 million, then I'm not really worried about losing anything. You just got $1 million. If you don't have nothing, like no type of businesses, no type of name, no type of trademark, no type of copyright, then it's not really a big... It's just not really a big deal to me. It's not. So I don't look at you as being in a different tax bracket. But when we have conjoined ourselves and became a business, a household name, it's a different thing. It just is. Money can insulate and facilitate that freedom. That's what I'm saying. I agree with J.O. on that. And the reason why is because there's a certain thing to where, like I said, even Beyonce got to the point where it was just like, okay, you can do this
You
many
can do
times.
that anytime. You don't have to have the money for that.
Yeah, you don't have to have the money for that, but the understand the leaving part.
That's with anybody.
The leaving part is a little different because it's a little more difficult.
For them, like I said, I think that's just a part of their relationship that they had to think about, but just think if you weren't with somebody that you had to think about that. If you guys just have that agreement, that's just what that agreement is, regardless if it's money or whatever. I don't think, I mean, for them, yes, but I'm just saying for everyday people, it doesn't have to get that deep if you guys are agreeing upon your situation.
She said August at the top of my imaginary list. Just want to sit back like, yep, I feel you, JB. But, you know, no being real, because I'll say right now, like, I respect my relationship, the relationship I currently have. I respect it enough to not even let someone come and be August.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah. You have to be on another playing field to be able to do that type of stuff. Your mentals, I feel like it's just because a lot of people can come into your life that you can love. That's a whole nother mental state that I feel like Will and Jada is on. If you're not on that spiritual state where you know that there's a lot of people that can come and be soulmates, that can be, you know, and you can love different people. That's just where they at. A lot of people are not going to understand that because you're going to see it as cheating, or you're going to see it as
if you
whatever.
come to me right now, and it's not because you came to me broke as hell or rich as hell. If you come to me right now and say, I want to be with you, I live, and say, I want to be with you, I love you, but I just kind of feel like we should be able to do whatever the fuck we want. Well, go do it. Why did you need me?
Some people is not for that shit.
It's not happening.
Some people are not for that shit. That's only for a certain type of mentality.
I can understand them. That don't mean that I'm going to do it. I just understand.
That's for a different type of mentality.
It's not gonna work. I love you.
You gotta have like a certain type of trust.
Them agreements hard as fuck when y'all broke. How you getting dick in the life? So is he paying something? Oh, so you just over here letting them. You over here let them clap and you doing a gut. No.
That's what they like to do.
Then they go for period says, well, I'm single. Look.
A lot of people are not for that shit.
I'm a lot of people. It's me. I'm a lot of people.
But it's people that come out here. I know some couples that have some people call it swinging or whatever you want to call it, that can actually do that. They find the excitement of being able to go out there and do that, but you still have your stability at home, but you can still go out. They trust each other enough that you can still be your individual self if that's what you want to do.
I'm not.
You don't try to change somebody.
You don't change shit.
But you have to know your partner. Like if you know that somebody, you know that you guys can't. They like to experiment. They like to, enjoy others. You guys have to be on that same playing field. You can't be with no motherfucker that be like, no, it's just me and you, and another motherfucker just like, no, I want to go out here and do me. That's not going to work.
Yeah. Not only that, but some people, love a person enough to understand them enough to say, you know what? I get it. You're up. Yeah. I'll agree with that. Can I ask a question? If they were in such an open marriage relationship, why did Will need to divorce his wife? Jada should have been.
He didn't divorce her.
An add-on. I don't know.
His first wife. He did. Sure did. I forgot his first wife.
They swing short as fuck when you broke old play school swings. I'm a big kid. Look what I can do. Woo! Looks like I failed. They ain't gonna fucking work for me. I'm sorry. But
what did he say?
Hold on. So this one. Cuz, first off, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. She said, so if they were in such an open marriage, then why did Will need to divorce his first wife? Jada should have just been an add-on. The thing is,
his first wife probably wasn't with that shit.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what I was going to say. Because on that one, I don't feel that it was about Jada being an add-on. I feel like that every woman ain't going to be with that shit. And you're okay if you're not. You are totally okay if you're not with that shit. You don't have
y'all
to.
Have to have y'all have to agree. Like you have to wholeheartedly agree on that shit.
That's it. And I think with his first marriage, I would think I don't know anything. I haven't researched anything, so please don't take this as like some TMZ. Like I just know it all, tell it all. I think personally in that situation, that may have been the reason why they divorced to begin with, because Will was the type of person.
And she had another, and the shit just didn't mix.
And then turn around and meet Jada, and she agreed upon it, or was okay with it, or understood it, or whatever the case, and that's why their marriage still works.
Yep.
I don't think that it was about every woman should be okay with that. Because tax bracket or not, some of that shit don't matter to certain women. Mm-hmm. And I think she was that certain woman where that didn't matter.
It's your true happiness.
Yeah.
When people can actually see your like, not saying they can see your happiness, but when they know who you are and you know who the person you're dealing with, you're not going to try to change. You don't want them to change for you. They have to be able to change for themselves. But if you understand who that person is, you're not going to want to, because that'll make them want to go out and cheat. And now you sit over here feeling her trying to figure out why the fuck if this shit ain't working out.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do 110%. Hold on, I'm so sorry, y'all.
She done left me, y'all. She done left me.
But I think
you gotta know who you fucking with.
I think in that situation that was the scenario. I don't think that it was, him trying to take her on. It ain't matter to Jada because it wasn't pop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe so.
I
said maybe so. Maybe
that part that might come out in a whole nother, but I highly doubt it. I think that situation is dead, even if Pac ain't. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got on that late as hell sometimes.
Yeah, even if Pac ain't, I think that situation is dead. So that part may not ever come out. Mm-hmm. I think that there are going to be people that reach for it, though. I will agree with that. I do think that there are going to be, and I'm not saying that you're reaching, J.O., not at all. I'm just saying that I do think that there's going to be people who try to sit and analyze it so much that is going to come in. I'll agree with that, but that's only because anytime you catch somebody in a lie, everything becomes a fucking question now. So I think that's the only reason why the idea of Pac is going to tie into that, because I'm questioning every fucking thing now. So nah. What I will say though is,
I done drank all this Jose.
Oh,
I don't even drink.
So hey y'all, tonight I got her on my drink.
Oh my god.
Tonight I got her to drink some tequila.
It was kind of smooth today. It was kind of smooth. It was like lukewarm.
It's smooth every day if you give it a chance.
I can't do that. My shit gonna be fucked up in the morning. I know it is.
Will is her security. Pac is where her heart is. Hence her never being happy through all of this. But in the same token, I won't say that. The only reason why I won't say that is because as a woman, there are going to be times where you battle. Even if y'all do, because y'all have an open relationship, there's going to be women that come in that are prettier than you, that are thicker than you, that are smaller than you, whatever it is that he's looking for, and that's why he brought her there. Mm-hmm. That's why he went after her, because it was something that you didn't possess, even if it was just for the looks, to get his nut off for the night. So I can't say that is what, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I can't say that that's what keep her unhappy in this situation. I can't say that.
Yep.
I'm talking about, I can't say that what you said is what keep her unhappy in the situation. I think that there are times where even though I agreed to it, it's like, damn, here come another one. She still light the fuck up at Pac name. I mean, light up. But I would too, because first off, that person's not here. So, not here in my realm anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't say that I wouldn't just be like, oh man, I remember, this, that, and the third. That's what we tend to do with people when they die.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Just think about a person that has passed away in your life that you were really, truly close to.
Yeah.
You would always have that light burning for them.
Yeah. I think, it's just one of those things where, yes, she probably does light up in his name, but think about how young they were. And to lose somebody at that age. Yeah. If they didn't die when they was a baby and they didn't die when they was old as hell, you think that they're going to be here till they old as hell. So to lose them any time in between that is a hurting thing. Mm-hmm. And not only does it hurt, but we still hold on to those memories. I don't think, though, that she never got over him on some love shit. Yeah. She may have never got over him into how the fuck did I lose a friend at 25 years old? because I've been 25. When I was 25, I lost my grandpa. And I thought that since I didn't lose him as a little kid, and since I didn't get to be 50 and lose him, that he was going to be here forever. And when he wasn't, it did something to me. Because I just knew you was going to at least see we always got an at least.
Yep.
I knew you was going to be here at least to see me turn 25. I knew you were going to be here at least to see me graduate with my hair license. Because of it just seemed like it was supposed to happen that way.
Yep.
So I can't say that she was so not over Pac that she engaged herself in certain activities that put her in the situation
people
she
that
in
didn't
now.
even have a personal relationship with Pac still be lighting up whatever he's.
Because I see him.
Yeah. I just bought me a Poetic Justice shirt to go with some shorts the other day.
I still love him and I never even knew him. She got 25 with her husband and kids. Cut that light down. What? So because she got 25 years with her husband and kids, you saying that she's supposed to cut that light down? That sucks.
No, you can't.
That sucks. But wanna know why she ain't going to? They open as hell. Ain't nobody worried about that shit. Will is not worried about a man that ain't here. And even if he is here, he ain't came here unless he on some what's that movie? Scary Movie when the ghosts come in and just be
Rape. Yep.
maybe maybe Jada getting hit in the middle of the night by the ghost of Pac. I don't know. Maybe.
The world may never know.
But we that part we'll never know. You think we don't know some shit about right now? We'll never know that.
Damn, I want to watch Scary Movie now.
Oh my God.
Do that.
See me on TV leaking.
That's my shit.
Okay, look. Me personally, I don't have anything else on this topic.
The
ghost of because you gotta, just like what? Sometimes we be reaching, and I'm not saying that you're reaching. I'm just saying sometimes we want to be able to find some solidarity and some.
There to speculate anything.
There's too much that's going on within that situation to where we can say, that it was either this or that.
Yep.
I'm not looking for a justification. We are not looking for a justification for Jada. We're just at the point where, how long we gonna fucking talk about this? Because this really ain't even
I don't know, but that's
a real subject.
Not speculation. That entanglement video I shared on Facebook, that was a nice little bop.
And when it's always like when it's that fast, they always use that what's his name? Childish Gambino. They always use that video.
He be getting it.
Wait a minute. You got all this life and success, but not with the nigga you wanted it with.
Look, he's still going on. You just.
But I even though I understand that, yes, people move on after being widowed, after being divorced, after losing a best friend, after whatever the case may be. People move on. So yes, I do think that, she could have moved on with all of that, even if it's not the person she wanted to be here. Pac been gone for 20, how many? Ghost of Pac beating it up there. And he might... Hey, what's... I ain't calling you out your name when I say that. But what's Gucci Mane? Is you rolling?
Bitch,
I might be. like, he might be. We'll be in it. She humming. How do you want it? How do you want it?
Oh my God, I was dying. He probably don't give a fuck.
Anyway, look, okay.
We got to go.
We love y'all. But we about to shut this live down because it's just time. It's time. No, but for real, we greatly appreciate y'all tuning in to us. Thank you for everybody that has given some input, that has joined in and watched us, whether it was on our page or on my personal page. Thank y'all so much. Like, this is what this podcast is about. We really just be sitting and having fun. Even if it don't make sense to you, we're not looking for it to make sense. We're looking for a conversation. So if something don't make sense, join in and tell us why. Be ready when you invite me. Be ready when you... the invite to my podcast. Hey, come on in. We ready for it. We are ready for it. You're not the first person. You ain't going to be the last. I love that because it goes to show that what we're doing here is exactly what we set out to do.
Yes.
We set out to make people think. We set out to bring some real conversation from a man, woman, whoever point of view. We love that. So please give us an invite. We would gladly come. Like, when I say gladly, I'm talking about glad bag in this motherfucker, okay? Can't wait. Long as you allow a little cussing, because I be trying real hard to not cuss, but they be coming out like roaches. So anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Before we get out of here, we're going to give our tags. You can catch us on Instagram _What's in Your Cup _Psychology 101. That's SIKEOLOGY 101. You can also email us at psychology10119@gmail.com. That is SIKEOLOGY 10119@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook as well. What's in Your Cup with the yellow logo. I've sent out invites to everybody that's on my friends list. She has done the same. Thank y'all so much. We are also going to send out the YouTube link. Please subscribe to us on YouTube because we want to get to the point where no limits. None. I like that. I can't wait. I cannot wait. No limits.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Our mind isn't limited. So understand that. But so I said, well, you can find us on Facebook with under What's in Your Cup with the yellow logo. You can also find us on YouTube, because we finally on YouTube. Popcorn Player. Alright? We on YouTube. You can check us out under What's in Your Cup. It also has a picture of her and I, but if you go and click on the page, our yellow logo is in the back as well. So please, 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 I will share the link at least 10 minutes after. Give me a little break, because I'm a little sliz, I'm a little drizz. But give me like 10 minutes or so. We will share the link onto my page and onto our Facebook page as well. Please go and subscribe to us on YouTube. It'll get us out there. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Other than all that, best friend, you got anything you want to say?
I have nothing.
Nothing. Okay, ain't nothing to say.
Gotta check on my picnic.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a great, blessed, safe, all that night. Bye.